no flex. Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, boof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, boof. I mean, day walking, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Fight just ended. Brian Norman, he did the best he could with what he had. His eyes swollen, dropped in the second round. They're about to announce the victor. I see y'all coming in. I ain't gonna crash out on Brian Norman. I ain't gonna crash out on him. What I do want to point out is this fight pretty much played out exactly how I said it would. But, they have to make the announcement. I'm waiting for it right now. I see y'all in the chat. They're in the middle. Wait, hold on. They're in the middle of the ring. What's good? I just want to know where the haters at. This played out exactly how I said it was going to be. And in fact, if it was going to be a knockout, I picked Dev by 9. Hold on. What? Oh, yeah. 113, 114, 117, 110. I ain't hear the last one. And new. But I'm not here to trash Brian Norman Jr. I see Brian Norman Sr. dapping it up with Bill and Dev. Well, he gave Bill a pound. He didn't look him in the eye though. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, it's over, bro. Yeah, 114, 113 is nuts. Once I heard the other two scorecards, I was more like it. Let me be very brief. Brian Norman did the best he could with what tools he had, and all he has is power. He's still a dangerous guy. He's still a very, very dangerous guy. And let's not front. He did catch Dev, I think, at round 10 with that left. I said, oh, okay. But Dev took that punch. But you know what Dev did best? Dev disarmed him. My brother Mook Styles in that super chat, he says, 113 Wolves. Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that. While y'all at it, go click on Mook's page. Go subscribe to my brother Mook Styles Jersey. We cousins. My brother Rod Neal says he had no choice but to dap Bill up afterwards. Yeah, man. I mean, he got a little too out of hand, leading up to this fight. But y'all know I wasn't on that. I wanted to talk about the fight. I saw shades of Brian Norman wasn't any more dangerous than Regis Prograis, man. In fact, Brian Norman is a bigger man. I think he was more dangerous than Regis Prograis. I think he was way more dangerous. Longer reach, bigger man. CB Sports, what up? And Brian dangerous, man. I just felt that Devin Haney had more tools. That's it. I want to talk about the fight. All that extra shit, I'm not on that. And salute to Brian Norman. I just felt that Devin was the more experienced and the better boxer. And it came down to boxing. Devin didn't run. And let me talk about the clinch for a minute. Devin controlled every second of the clinch in it. I told y'all he was going to do that. Devin was the bigger man in here. Do you know that? I told you. This version of Devin cleans up 47. And I'm telling you, he stops Ryan Garcia. Salute, Trill. Hold on. Let me see what Bill have to say. Hold on. Come on, Bill. Hold on. Man, I'm so happy for these brothers. All right, I'm gonna mute this for a minute, man, because I need to see the main event. Listen, let me be very clear, y'all. I'm over the moon for the Normans, and I'm over the moon for the Haneys. I'm DHP all day, every day. Those are my brothers. I ain't got no malice towards the Normans. You understand? I'm glad he got a payday. Brian showed up. He showed out. That kid is still dangerous. And here's what I'm not going to allow. And I want y'all to hear me on this. I'm not going to allow people to shit on Brian Norman. Okay? Don't do it. Do not. You know it's coming, right? All the people that picked him to knock Haney out, watch them flip. Watch them flip. Champ Side Live right now. He took a list that everybody said that Haney was going to be looking up at the lights. I'm not going to allow anyone to disrespect Brian Norman Jr. No, we're not doing that. That young man's still dangerous. He just fought a more experienced fighter. And guess what? For him to he was hurt in round 2, bro. He was hurt. And by the way, how those pillow fists working out? Uh-oh.
Whoa! What the
What? Pillow fist? What y'all gonna say that Norman ain't got no chin now? He got caught. That's it. And for Norman to get up off the floor, maintain his composure, and make it to 12, that is something to be impressed with. Brian Norman did show me something tonight. He did. What is hard not to do, family, is allow people who hate Devin or hate the fighter that the LDBC report that we support. I'm not even worried about, I wasn't worried about what they were saying leading up to this fight. I'm not worried about what they're saying now. It doesn't matter because they got to live with that. We over here talking boxing. If Brian slept Devin, I'd be here talking about it. Brian lost. He got dropped, but he got up. He's a warrior. He had heart. He just didn't have the tools to deal with what Devin brought that tonight. That's it. He's not done. He's still a threat. He still beats a lot of people's ass. And maybe down the line, we get a rematch. Maybe he learns from this. That's it. But let me be petty for it. Now that I've wait, hold on. Conor Ben out here talking crazy. Now they talking about him, what he'll do with Devin or Brian Norman at 47. Look, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right. Listen, all you guys, and I know y'all are watching, that said Devin had PTSD. Did you see that tonight? Did he run? No, he fought in the pocket. He dropped Brian Norman. Matter of fact, Brian's the only person that looked like he had a fight tonight. Did you see that? His eye swollen, nose broken. I think his nose is broken. Listen, I say this because this is what happened. Devin beat his ass. Now I've given Brian all the props in the world. I'm still a supporter of Brian Norman. But listen, we done been through enough heartache. If you take it personal, but boxing is boxing. Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. Devin beat his ass. Y'all remember when Roy Jones fought Antonio Tarver? What happened? You gotta tell the truth. You gotta tell the truth. When our brother Deontay fought Zhilei Zhang, we saw what happened. No malice towards Zhilei Zhang. Our brother got caught. That's it. That's it. So can we finally call this how we see it? Can we stop with the PTSD? You remember when Devin was supposed to pull out of the fight? Shout out to Sean Porter. Oh, Devin gonna pull out this fight? Ooh, Brian Norman now. Bradley eating a whole plate of biscuits. Remember that? Oh, man. Y'all gonna get this work. My brother I-Rock in that super chat salute. He says, salute and respect, OG. You hear Eddie Hearn on the mic talking, now talking real sideways about Haney? Of course, because I told y'all, Conor Ben is his guy. He's trying to line everybody up with Conor Ben. I'm telling you, Boots, be careful. I rock back in that super chat. He said, I called it earlier today. You sure did, brother. You sure did. Yup. So I want to know what happened, because I had some in here, Devin was going to go to sleep, going to get his head knocked off. And I said, all of that is a possibility. I don't know who, it's like the haters are more concerned about how we feel over here than the actual fight. Can we talk boxing? We had a panel this past Friday, did we not? Some of my brothers rolled with Brian, and I understood. Some of my brothers rolled with Devin. I rolled with Devin. And I said, yo, look, ain't no malice. My brother Junior earlier said, man, I got Brian. I don't know how Devin's gonna. And I said, okay, that's my brother. And please don't nobody go fucking with my brother, because I'm gonna fuck you up. This was just a pick. That's it. I salute Brian Norman Jr. Do you know why I salute Brian Norman? Do you want to know why? Because he was next on the goddamn list, and he's the only one. Think about the people that told Devin no. Now watch this, y'all. You ready? Now you see why everyone told him no. Brian's the only person with heart that took this fight. And between Brian Norman and the media believing the hype, making y'all who don't know any better believe the hype, now you see why everyone said no. Shakur, Ryan Garcia off the rematch off drugs, Teofimo Lopez, Tank Davis, right? Boots, right? Brian said, run it. And I said, man, I fucks with Brian. He said, run it. Now what you got? I'm going to pop my collar on this. And again, this is no shade to Brian. Because Brian, right now, and that's what I'm saying, I'm not going to let anyone talk crazy about Brian Norman. Because right now, he could look and say, yo, look, I did, that brother had he had a list. I'm the only person that stepped up to the plate. So now, old media and all you Sambos, pillow fist, PTSD, what you got now? He fought the most dangerous puncher that y'all said one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing, let alone 147. This is his first fight at welterweight. And he took a belt. Devin didn't run from no smoke. He's running towards the smoke. What are y'all talking about now? Y'all guys better wake up and smell the failure. Y'all want this kid to fail. This kid comes from royalty. Zab Judah is his godfather. He got the blessings from Floyd Mayweather Sr. He told y'all this. They had to cheat this brother to get him to try and get him a loss. It's turned into a no contest. And y'all put the cheater on a goddamn pedestal. Gets in the ring and loses a boxing match to Rolly Romero. And now he's getting a title shot. Did y'all know Ryan Garcia put 50 racks on Devin Haney to win tonight? What's up with that? What's up with that? Ryan knows what time it is. That's why I tried to cheat him. That's why I tried to cheat him at all. My brother Kevin, that super chat, salutes you, good brother. He says, now was it nervous energy at the weight? At the weigh-in, or I'm about to win energy at the weigh-in from Devin. Great win, exactly. All that was him bobbing and weaving, saying, yo, look, I'm at a happy weight. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm at a happy weight. I'm fine. Where, as opposed to him draining and looking like fucking Skeletor, standing on the goddamn scales at 135 with his face all sunken. I didn't like that. And he tried to do it again and give Shakur a payday, and Shakur was like, nah, I know my worth. They didn't want the smoke. Never forget that. Time reveals all truth, and a lie is nothing but the long way to the truth. Brian Norman, salute to him. He's just a victim of circumstance right now, and the circumstance is called Devin Haney. That's it. No shade, no malice. Devin was just a better fighter. That's it. He's a better boxer. That's it. That's what it came down to. Now, Brian has some work to do. You have to add certain things to the camp. Brian he's a gym, what I call a gym legend. I told you my brother Tay Jones was putting me on to Brian for the last 5 years, bro. He always, I knew about him before I matched the face with the name. He told me about Brian from when Brian was 15. I said, word? Do y'all know Brian buckled goddamn Bud Crawford in sparring? Y'all know that? The day it happened, Tay Jones called me and told me. I said, damn, that kid cracking like that. He said, yeah. I said, he gonna be a problem. Once he gets this opportunity, he gonna be a problem. Then he gets that top rank push and, you know, he started kicking people ass. I saw some flaws, right? But Tay assured me, he said, nah, he got feet. He just didn't have to use it yet. So I said, all right, well, you know, we're gonna see. And this was a fight where he absolutely had to use his feet. The thing is, Brian ain't got bad feet. He just ain't got good enough feet to do what needs to be done to compete with Devin Haney. This was a wash. 114, 113 was ridiculous. This was an absolute wash. But it's okay. I don't throw fighters in the trash after a loss. And what we have to do right now as a community is speak up for Brian. Fuck his fans. No. Let me be clear. Not his fans. My brother, ATL Unanimous Boxing, he's from Atlanta. Brian's his guy. He's a real supporter. Tay Jones, real supporter. That's family to him. Okay? Support his fan base. I'm talking about the fly-by-night dudes that jumped on his bandwagon because they hate Devin. Those people. Weed them out. We support Brian Norman. But those clowns, weed them out. Brian's still young. And he'll be back. And I'm going to tell you something else, too. Can't nobody do to Brian Norman what Devin did tonight. Name the fighter. From 135, where Devin came from, to 140 to 147. Name the fighter that can do that. Name him. Kev's video says Devin's new nickname is Smoke Detector. Hold on. My brother. Oh, man, Musa? Okay. I'll send it right now. Okay, I'll do it right now. Yeah. That's my brother Tay right now. I think Tay out there. Oh, okay. That was okay. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. I have to send my brother a phone number real quick. My bad, y'all. Okay, just give me a second. Yup. Okay. So we have to be careful, y'all. We have to be careful. Kev said his new name is a smoke detector. Absolutely, bro. We have to be careful, y'all. Brian Norman was never the issue. The issue was the Haney haters that hopped on his bandwagon that consist of Tank Davis fans and just Haney haters. I never put that on Brian Norman. Brian Norman popped his shit, and justifiably so. He popped his shit, and let's not act like he couldn't back it up. There was always that chance. He was dangerous the whole fight, man. You understand? So that I need us to be mindful. Let's not throw the young king in the trash. Let's not do that. This is where community comes in at. You heard what I said? This is where community, listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. This is where community comes in at. Brian Norman Jr. was never the enemy. You got to understand, he had a lot of people back. Let me tell y'all a story. This is before my time because my uncles and my father had to tell me this. They hated Muhammad Ali. And when I say they, there was a lot of knuckle draggers that hated Muhammad Ali. And when he came back to fight Joe Frazier, all the Ali haters, black and white, backed Joe Frazier over Muhammad Ali. And they were so happy when he beat Ali. He dropped him in that fight with the left hook at the Garden. That's when they loved him. That's when they loved him. We have to watch the play. You understand? Yo. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm about to pack this live up. I was live. I'm gonna give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. You out there? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let me call. Yeah. Hey, hold on. Let me. Family, let me pack this up. Because the main event's about to start. Man. Much love to y'all. Enjoy the fights. Everybody gonna be live. And y'all already know what it is tomorrow, man. Much love to y'all. And salute to the Normans. Let's not treat them like that. Bronx on deck.
Move!